when Mr. Trump, whether you love him or hate him, this was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II. See, I know what he was going to do. I know what he's going to do now. And he hasn't even got started. Now, what are you going to tell your kids and your grandkids 25 years from now when they say, gee, daddy, gee, grandpa, what were you doing other than having your thumb up your big fucking ass during the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of the world? What were you fucking doing? Fuck all, nothing. That's what most of you will tell them, your grandchildren and your children. It's never going to get any better than this, kids. This is the, as I said on YouTube, the eye of the perfect motherfucking storm. This is it. I never thought I'd live to see it again. This is going to make the 80s look like a nursery rhyme, which I praise Allah, praise Buddha, praise God. I participated in slashing and raping everybody in the 80s, legally. This is going to make that look like a fucking nursery rhyme. And what are you going to tell your kids? Oh, I had to spreadsheet it. I had to think about it. I had to read another book on M&A, you fucking morons. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So that's no other than Dan Peanut coming through to tell us that we are experiencing the greatest transfer of wealth in human history and that we need to pay more attention as to what's happening around us. So moving right along, we're going to move into California is working towards embracing Bitcoin. According to a press release sent to Bitcoin Magazine, an Office of California Assembly member, Republican Philip Chin, has appointed Proof of Workforce, a Santa Monica-based nonprofit helping workers, unions, and pensions with education-based Bitcoin adoption, to work on a variety of Bitcoin-related initiatives and help with drafting an official bill for an upcoming legislative session. As to where and how Bitcoin and digital assets gets into California, much is undetermined, said Chen. What is certain is that this industry is growing in adoption every day, with Bitcoin serving as a global network and asset representing $2 trillion in value. Therefore, it's important we take a meaningful look into its role in our great state of California. Proof of Workforce, led by its founder, Don B., will be advising Chen's policy team, working on education and community engagement, and researching how Bitcoin can support and rebuild California's infrastructure and communities. Bitcoin's genius story has deep roots in California, commented B. A huge part of this genius story is an innovative network designed to protect the time, energy, and value of everyday working people. Bitcoin isn't partisan, it's uniquely Californian. This isn't Proof of Workforce's first time helping onboard governments in California to Bitcoin. Last summer, Proof of Workforce partnered with the city of Santa Monica to open an official Bitcoin office. Since opening, the office has seen an overwhelming amount of interest, according to the city's mayor. Santa Monica's city manager also states that other cities have reached out to learn more about their Bitcoin endeavors. Mass adoption starts with initiatives like this. Bitcoin's adoption within California's government is beginning, and with the United States embracing Bitcoin under President Trump, it is very likely that the adoption of this asset within the state's government will continue over the coming years. Over the years, I've watched Don B. and Proof of Workforce onboard careers in government, fire unions in America, El Salvador, and Africa workers, and more to Bitcoin. They're doing it right by helping these organizations buy and hold their own Bitcoin keys, making sure they're all properly educated on not just Bitcoin, the asset, but Bitcoin, the network, as well. One by one, Proof of Workforce is making real change that impacts people's daily lives. This is the Awareness District tuning in to us. Hopefully, you guys are getting the information that you need.